Welcome back to an episode of We Wave Towards... we can't really see the name, we have to get a little bit closer. Kim Jihoon, or Jihoon. Let's go with Hoon, because there are two O's in there. Or it's Jihoon, with a on. Or off, depending on the situation. Now let's talk to him and see what kind of mission he has.
Who's in charge here, my loyalty will always be to the people of First Light.
Is it?
Defending this settlement is no simple matter, however.
Hoi. So all of them want to defend the settlement? Strange. Is there anything you need help with?
Yes. The critical thing is that we work together to ensure our health and our safety. Oaks is focused on procuring supplies for a siege. But that's only useful if the walls hold.
And are they actually strong enough?
The timber is sound, but the iron bindings are many decades old and rusted. If you could mine some magnetite from Ledham's pick, I can reinforce the walls.
Alright, get magnetite and save the city. Let's do that and also get ourselves a nice hammer. So, where is this false area though that we're talking about? Is that close? It's close by-ish. 37... yeah. View in the journal. What do we get from it? It's not one of the main missions, right? So Azov is out of question there. A bit iffy. But I have to make myself another one of those rapiers just in case. What kind of armor? Armorsmith, weaponsmith? Oh, why does it have to differentiate all the time? That's not cool. Wow. The spear and the hatchet are engineering because for some reason they are not weapons or normal-ish weapons. And on the other stand, the rifle and stuff, that's also engineering. But why is it different to make an axe compared to an iron rapier? It makes no sense. Whatever. I need to... what kind of level is this? Rapier. I'm just looking for something with a slightly different handle. There we go. Twig of the Azov tray. I need Fey Iron for it. No, this is a special one, isn't it? Steel. There we go. Steel, Rapier. This one. 50. So I have to make an awful lot of weapons in order to get even close to that. And it uses void metal. Great. And it also needs rugged leather. Okay, we don't need any special stats on that. Let's just make... yeah, it uses normal timber. Let's just craft one and see what we get. Intelligence and dexterity, isn't that great? Hitting a target with a crit backstab with flesh reduces this ability's cooldown by 7.8%. And that's just... let's we'll continue crafting. There's no button to recraft the object though, which would be pretty sweet. Also, do I have any other options in here? No, I'm only interested in the rapier when it comes to that. So let's just make this thing multiple times. Strength and dexterity. And another one. Only strength. But it does... intelligence and dexterity, this is its scaling. Nothing there. That one can be salvaged. Strength and intelligence again. It's definitely salvageable. Next one is dexterity. An awful lot of it. Yes. Alright, so let's look at that and see. It's also very wait a minute. What's my... strange. The main weapon, at least for now, the one at slot number 1, and also the one that is held at the moment, is the live stuff. So why is it that the rapier compares against another rapier and not against the live stuff? That's weird. So the system knows. What about what if you have two similar weapons equipped? How would you know that? But anyway, which one is good? Dexterity, and the other one is Constitution. Yeah, this one would deal a bit more damage. So let's just go for that. And yes. And this one was the other rapier. Oh! Look at that! You can only have one kind of weapon. Yeah, one kind of weapon of a certain kind. or one instance of a certain weapon equipped. So you need to have a mix. You cannot just have 2 rapiers and switch from one rapier to another rapier if the first one breaks. At least not easily enough. Interesting. So this is why the comparison system is always going for the rapier that you intend to, because it can only compare to one other rapier. There's a certain limit there. Anyway, let's salvage this thing, because we don't need it anymore. And the strength rapier can be placed there too. Strength dexterity, that's not what we need. And this thing. This is actually a rapier that scales pretty well. Its damage is actually a little bit low, which is kind of weird. But refreshing flesh. Hitting a target via a crit backstab. Crit backstab with flesh reduces this ability's cooldown by 7%. The thing is, a crit backstab with flesh. So, first of all, you need to crit. Then you need to hit the enemy in the back, which you usually don't do normally. Like, you need to use this skill to start the combat, not to end it. So let's just salvage that thing again. And with the remaining iron, maybe I can make a bit more of those. But this is like low chance, medium chance, high chance. Do I have other options? What if I go for... No. This just the thing shifts a bit. And it shifts the lower value. You can't get more than 215, at least for now. What about the iron? Iron stays the same. This one stays the same. And Ace of 30. Increased chance for attribute and perk 1. Oh, very high. Interesting. So this is how you get good stuff. Attribute and perk 1. So what if I would only go for that? Okay. And 0. So 0 Ace off is like the normal chances. 15 would give you the attribute. Another 15, therefore 30, gives you the attribute and the first perk. Another 15 would give you the second perk, then the third perk probably, and then a fourth perk if possible, or maybe even another attribute. So in this case, you can just do this without the Ace off and just craft it multiple times. But then again, yeah, it may not be that you end up with a good rapiers that easily, but alright. Let's see. Intelligence and dexterity yet again. Let's salvage it. I mean, what you need is dexterity before intelligence, but both of them scale the damage of the item. On critical, gain and power. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. So let's craft another one. Nothing. That one can be salvaged. I'm just going to craft like all of the rapiers that I can. Can I actually craft more than one rapier? That would be neat. Constitution and dexterity, that's neat. But I'm now limited by 9 points of stuff here. There we go. No more resources. I need to get more iron. So, what about this one now? It has 77 thrust damage. The normal damage is a bit lower. But how does the normal damage actually work? I mean... What if I would not equip this thing? 151, 141, so that's weird. Can 50% impar, which means 15% more damage, for 5 seconds on the critical. Critical hit chance 5%. I just don't know how high the overall crit hit chance is. That's just a bit weird, but yeah. Let's just go for that. And I could either... I mean, I could... Yeah, wait a minute. Let's just not think of this game as something that you have to do on your own all the time. I mean, we could salvage it and get repair materials and whatnot. But I think the better use of this would be to sell it in the marketplace for someone else who may use it. So... how do I sell something? Buy orders, sell orders. Wait a minute. Yeah, sell. Weapons. And I have this... Are these my sellable items? Ah, great. This rapier. Is it the one that... Place sell order? Is this the one that... Yes, it's that one. So the one in the inventory or the other ones in the shed will be available here. But how do you you can also hover over the icon in order to figure that out. Only the icon gives you the info, but if you hover over that icon-ish kind of thing, you don't get it. You're just shown like its normal dexterity, intelligence descriptions without the actual stats, which is a bit iffy. But again, you can check this here. Now, what about its competition? I mean, it is... We can get 100 gold from it. That's pretty sweet. Like, this one is intelligence and some flourish. This one is also intelligence. This one, in other case, is pretty decent. What about this one? Yeah, it is pretty decent. Let's go with 150 on this one. So put 100 in this one here. For 14 days, place order, go. Trade post is a... This is what is disabled. Putting items into the trade post and getting things out of the trade post. But not looking into the trade post. I thought the whole trade post was disabled. Alright. But it's just the functionality of the trade post that is disabled. Good to know. But we still have to go to Lithium's Peak, which for now... I kind of want to just walk there and save myself the Azov. But to be honest, let's just fast travel there real quick. Be a lazy bastard. Let's just keep the actual focus of the episode into like the first 30 minutes. Because it will definitely be a long one, as always. Like, this game is so enjoyable. It's really sweet. So, where do I want to go to? Westward, this way. Some magnetite deposits. Magnetite! Also, is this a 1, 2, 3? 2, 3, 4, 5 hit one. Oh, wait a minute. What about my... they do have decent durability, so it's good. What do we have here? There's a strange plant. I didn't harvest it before, did I? I wanted to use the flourish. Magenta prism bloom. Yes. Let's get ourselves some nice pigment. There we go. It could be that depending on the area, you get different kinds of pigments. But it's only certain plants that can be turned into pigments. It's not depending on the color of whatever it is that you find. So you get magenta pigment from a magenta whatever bloom it was before. It's not that you can get a bluish pigment from the tangle wisp. That would be sweet, because in actuality there is pigment found in nature in different places. Sometimes it's a plant, sometimes it's an animal, sometimes it's a mineral, so it's always different. And I don't know if actually a fungus can be used in order to make a pigment, but I think it can. Like, a fungus and bacteria are usually the organisms with the most variety when it comes to providing substances, or like slightly more advanced substances. So not just some single element ones, but like molecules of certain things. So there we go. That is the thing. Gather some chunks and destroy some Ironslag Miners. So let's take this guy. Like, ask him if he wants to or not. Oh, okay. But yeah, we want to like... There we go. Ooh. Got... Ooh. And I got some Azov. Thank goodness. So it's the large ones that give you Azov? I don't know. Let's just try the other one down here. Okay, so sometimes they give you Azov and sometimes they don't. It's a random thing. How do you actually know if you manage to hit them with a backstab or not? Like, is there a backstab icon in there or not? Like there's a thrust, and then there is a certain arrow pointing upwards. And see that? That's just so weird. Ah, bollocks. Oh, that was a bit too much. Woo. So this was downwards, okay. But the... like, if it's upwards or downwards just means it is actually a potent attack or... yeah, kind of thing. Or it is not, if it's blue. But then again, the color is the thing that represents it as well. But if you're colorblind or something, then you need an additional indicator in order to know if the damage is good or not. So, or at least if you can't see a certain, or if you can't distinguish like blue from red or whatever kind of indicating color you want to use here, it would be nice to have an icon that represents that as well. So you need to have a mix of an icon together with a color and maybe even a sound that tells you that it's, yeah, it tells you about its capabilities, about its function, whatever it is, right? And if you have some synergies of the senses, bollocks, come on, then this would be actually pretty cool. So maybe a heavy strike or like a heavy kind of damaging ability sounds different than a than an attack that does not as much damage to the opponent, right? So maybe it is deeper or higher in pitch, right? Something that is more oomph, right? Or maybe there is some kind of blocking sound there, like a bling, as if the attack kind of got deflected or something like that. But this is more for like blocking stuff or whatever. And then you also have like evasion that could happen. Like for, yeah, if I try to deflect an attack from those, then it has the like boom, fling kind of sound. And you have this bling kind of sound when you collect stuff. And arming, yes. Let's not forget that. 2 and 3 and I think it's and 5, so it's 15, 19-ish. Maybe there are also smaller deposits that give you more. Bam! Ooh! Poof! Got it. So there's this little arrow pointing upwards, meaning the thrust attack is something that they are weak against. Together with a somewhat reddish, it's yellow, yes, but it's more reddish kind of damage number. It's not white. It's also not blue. And you gotta be kidding me. Ugh. Bam! Got it. Sometimes I just do the floof and there's damage happening. It's just so weird. So, definitely need to get a bit more of those magnetite deposits. Wait, what? What is this? Saltpeter, yes. Ah, there's another deposit right there. Don't forget that. I mean, it could be handy at one point. Ah, there we go. Oh, damn it. That was too late. A 10 out of 10. Got it. And another 10 A's off. Strange. Or maybe the A's off is obtained by the first and last enemy of a main mission. Or of any mission, maybe. So, if you defeat the first one of those Ironslag Miners, you get your A's off. And then if you finish that little part of the mission and defeated the 10th one, you get another batch of A's off. So either it is random, or it has something to do with the progression through this like main mission thing. Because I don't get A's off from this one at least. So, we'll burn for... Alright. You just stand there and wait for them to hit you. Ah, da-da-da. Got another one. Hey, loot, what is it? Some mana potion, of course. So, we'll burn for food. The charcoal pits are finally taking off. We are mainly been using them to keep heat in the bunkhouses, but it turns out that it's a pretty hot commodity. Most of the wood around here is too wet to work with right away, so it takes time to dry out for burning, else it fills the house with smoke, but this charcoal can be used right away. So Forolac has been trading their jerked fish in exchange for weights of the charcoal, since... it's weights. Since otherwise, we'd be living on hardtack and whatever meats are shipped up from the encampment. It is a welcome change. Plus, the smiths at the South Settlement have been taking all the extra use in their smelting process, so we can keep the rest of our supplies covered. We may have the start and real industry here. Ooh. That's nice. A large-scale gathering process. Come on, do it, do it. Oh, it takes ages. Okay, no Azov this time, though. And this defile cores level thing I can just salvage like that. Alright, I need all the repair tools that I can find. Bam! Ooh, come on, come on! Yes! Ooh, defiled spear. What's so special about that one? Strength, constitution? Okay. It does scale with strength, but it's a secondary kind of thing. Oh. No. Oh, that was close. Okay, but I still don't get any Azov from that. Just as a little reminder, yeah? Oh, that was a bit too late, though. Well. And flame. Got it. Kind of like the back and forth of the rapier. It's like in and out and in and out and in and out of the range of the enemy. The other way would be to use a sword, but that one is a bit out of question. Da-da-da-dee. Interesting. Oh, so every time you mine one of those deposits, you leave behind smaller chunks of rocks. It would be nice to pick those rocks up, though. That would be neat. As some kind of... that's so weird. Anyway, it would be nice to pick them up. And yeah, let's say you are a high gathering-ish kind of person, right? You're able to break down all of the iron deposits very easily, and you leave behind all of those smaller rocks. But in the end... Woo! That one came back again. But yeah, you leave behind all of the smaller rocks for other people to pick up, even if they are unable to harvest the larger rocks, right? That would be interesting too. So there's a two-stage gathering process that happens here. Like there's a high yield process and then there's a low yield process. That would be sweet. What is going on? Ah. Ah, damn it. Same thing as with the skeletons. Oh, no, 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 it's not working. Oh, okay, that was close. Oy, ay, 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 ay. Why can't I just take their bloody pickaxes with me? I need to make a bit more rations next time I'm at the kitchen. So, one more of those thingies and I'm good. No, 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 no. Ooh, that was close. Hey. But no Azov this time. I have to check. If you find the first unit of a certain quest, do you get Azov for it? And if so, do you also get Azov for the last unit of a quest? Let's say. So, now I can... Oh, I can try to go for the fishing area. I need a bit more of this fish oil, and being able to fish is kind of a cool thing. So let's do that too. Also, what about my life stuff? How much mastery do I have in this? Okay, I do get like 22 points. That may not be it. Much easier this way, but the rapier now only gets me 11 points. Wait, no. It's a 50-50 split, wasn't it? Ah, muscle memory, why? Oh, didn't want to use the ration again. Messed that one up. Okay, I could make a camp and turn some of the meat into rations now. Yeah, that would be it. Let's get some of this flint. Maybe get some of these boulders. Then I can cut down this tree. And then I can make a camp here. No, this is Leeton's pick still. Can't do that yet. Anyway. Oh, what about the dead tree behind it? Dead trees, yes. They're like young trees, aren't they? There we go. It's like 3 hits. I expect it to be like 9, maybe 12 units. Nice. But it seemed to take a little bit longer in order to harvest it though. So, there we go. Let's place a nice camp here. And apply it. What a nice area that is. So, let's craft things. We need a some light rations. You can only make use of the shrooms for now, sadly. What about energized? No, this is just for mana. Okay, let's make 9 of those. It's always meat, right? It always ends up being meat. That's so weird. Ah, is this a honey tree? It's a weird tree. Yeah, I would be able to harvest trees, but yeah, this is honey trees that were harvested before, I think. That's strange. There probably was something useful down here as well. So now player... Yes! Someone else must have been here and collect all of the good stuff. But anyway, we don't care that much about it. We only care that much about fishing. Oh, I should have used the bait. I haven't picked one. So can you get into fishing without using your bait or not? Let's just wait a little bit. Let's see. It may be some kind of endless thing. So it takes forever. Ah, there we go. Get ready. Okay, wait. And again. Alright. The way it grows is actually somewhat exponential. Medium pie. There we go. Alright. Equip bait. Yeah, what kind of bait do we want? Let's go for the wool eyes here. Derived from bush. Ah, so this is where you can get bait from. Gives a medium boost to chance of catching better fish in fresh water. The question is this fresh water or not? Ah, medium. Come on. Does it increase? Yeah, it does definitely increase the speed, which you can catch fish. So, come on. Not the reeling speed, but the speed at which a fish actually gets. There we go, to the hook. So, now this is number 2. If I would just throw it out like that. 5 point something meters. Sweet. Let's see. Let's get another one. Come on. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like every time, like... So if you, like it wiggles, right? Like the wiggle means get ready. But I would actually say that, nah, alright. A bit premature, eh? So, always 3 stages, right? 1, 2, and 3. And that's might be number 3 without snapping. Yes, small pike this time again. Okay, can it be that you can get the larger fish only if you throw this out a little further? Like, it says shallow waters, but it could be that the smaller a fish is, the closer it is to this. Ah, that was close. I was looking at the grass there, to the sides of the little lake there. Because just of its size, right? It needs more size to swim freely. And if there is stuff that is just in the way, like trees or roots, or if there's just not that much space on top or below them, right? Then they can't swim through that water efficiently. Then they would, well, stop, or they would collide with things, right? Therefore damaging themselves, or not being that quick when it comes to evasion, right? Like any other predator would be easily able to get to the coastline here and then just pick up the fish, because it cannot swim away, because it's stuck like a whale, basically. They can't swim because there's no water on the beach that surrounds the whale. This is why, well, most of the time you can't do anything about that. But again, this is a small brass, so I may be limited by the fact that this is a shallow-ish kind of lake. Maybe I have to get to the center of it and catch the fish from the pier down there. That would make more sense. Come on, reel it in. 3, 2, 1, reel. And 3, 2, 1, reel. And just wait a bit for safety. There we go, another small one. And I still can't open the inventory. And now I can open the inventory. So, am I interested in the spear, or do I want to? I actually want to sell it. This stuff we keep. I want to salvage the fish that I found. The thing is, fishing, right? It is just all about fishing. It's like fish and bait at the same time, which is kind of weird. I would have at least wanted the fish and bait to be 2 different kind of things. Oh yeah, wait a minute. The fish fillet is like 0.4 units of weight. Is it the overall weight? Yes. So the medium perch thing turns into what? Maybe you end up with more weight afterwards because of the fact that you end up getting fish oil every now and then, and the fish oil is... Where is it? I definitely found some fish oil, but I don't know where it is. Or no, there's a chance of obtaining fish oil, but I haven't gotten the fish oil yet. So this is the... another pike here. Okay, so I get this stuff, but no fish oil. It should end up somewhere in the cooking kind of tab there. But I haven't gotten myself the required fish yet. So you have to fish an awful lot in order to make it worth your while. So where's the fishing? Level 5 in fishing. Casting distance, that's the only thing that's important. Casting distance. Discoverable and trackable ad. Yeah, broad hotspots, these hotspots, the other hotspots. Secret hotspots. Like, there's some water here, sure. But can you actually see fish hotspots? Oh, Seeping Stone, that's interesting. I'm looking for something that springs out of the water. Like some living fish. There's a dude fishing right inside the lake. What's he doing? Oh, we got some oil. Let's just use oil and fish and turn it into fish oil. That's like the kind of oil that you want. There's a dude down here. Like, I just love that water. It just looks so beautiful. Damn it, the Seeping Stone takes ages. Absolute ages. And it is oil that we need, right? Why do we use a pickaxe? Why don't we just use a shovel or just open a bag and shove all of that into it? with our hands. There we go. It takes ages. And the smaller one is a little bit quicker, yeah. So the size is also reducing the speed. Anyway, we have to go back to Kim Jihoon in order to finish that, but there might be another mission that I can finish somewhere around the neighborhood. Could be. So there's one up here with a covenant thing. This other one down there is a bit too far away, but Millbury Hills is definitely somewhere that I can be. So let's see. Sometimes it tells you that you can press F3 in order to fish. Is it if you are close to the lake? Like if you get into fishing vicinity? That could be it. Because now I was a little bit further away. And now I am close to it. It doesn't tell me to press F3 now. Sometimes it does that. And sometimes it doesn't, which is weird. Anyway. Let's just take this one down. Oh, come on! Ah, no. Oh, wait. 10. Is it random, or do you... Something strange is going on with these enemies. Sometimes they give me the 10 eyes off, and sometimes they don't. And I don't know how to understand that. Like, is it just random, or... What is this? Ah, it's not attacking me, damn it. There we go. Maybe it's the variety of the enemies. Maybe this is how you can force it. In actuality, it might just be completely random. Sometimes you get the eyes off, sometimes you don't. And I try to figure out if there's an actual system behind it. Ooh, yeah, finally. Nope. Or maybe if you haven't fought against some enemies for a long time, and the chances of obtaining some A's of increases, then you get the A's of, and then the chance is low again. So there's always a constant amount of A's of you can get in a certain amount of time of actually playing the game. Maybe this is how it's done. So, I am at the wrong location. I have to get down there somehow. Wait a minute. Proceed secure. Northeast, this way. It's not marked on the compass yet. Oh, young tree. Alright, got it. Yes, there are some nuts down there too, but where? I see nutty bushes, but the thing is, I see them on the compass, but I can't see them in game. Wait a minute. Down there, maybe? No. I think they just disappeared. What are they? There's a thing right here. Right in front of me. Ah, there. Nuts. This is absolutely nuts. And berries. And sometimes the occasional iron ore. So, what is this? Bushes. Nah, this is not the thing that's marked. It is, there we go. I need so many of them because I'm not going to equip myself with heavy items that reduce my movement speed. Well, it's not the movement speed, but the evasion speed, or the evasion distance mostly. I want to get distance in the fight, even if it may not even be helpful, right? Because the enemies can get closer to you easily, and it's more about positioning and not about distance. Like, distance can help you position yourself at a safer location. But if you can't do this in the right amount of time, then you're screwed. And if the enemy has like very high attack area, or yeah, attack area. Let's say I would swing like this, right? Then I attack everything that is in front of the player. You can think of this as some kind of rectangle that gets extruded outwards, and then it intercepts, or yeah, it intercepts anything that's in front of it. And if this other thing is an enemy, then they take damage, like a collision detection, basically. So every time when this collision detection is triggered, damage happens. It's not really that the enemy needs to be in sword range, because that would be a very, very, very... Well, actually... Is it the sword range, or is it just some random rectangle that's in front of it? So, even if the enemy stands a little bit to the side of it, and I wouldn't even have hit it to begin with, it still takes damage. Wait a minute. Windsword standing. I don't want to go to Windsword. Where am I? Oh, I have to... Anyway, let's get this thing here. The pedal. I was at the wrong location. I have to go south of this way. Definitely the wrong location. And absolutely dark as well. Is there a way to make torches in this game? I still haven't figured that out yet. Okay. A little bit further forwards. What is it that this area needs? Also, company journal. Yeah, it's journal objectives. And what is it, the map? Well, objectives, there we go. Distance, closest first. Yeah, this is how you would do that usually. But for now, it's not really marked, is it? Search chests, chemical catalyst. What is this? Covenant dispatch. Go quickly and retrieve each Covenant dispatch before anyone else is there. Somewhere to the left of it. Damn it! Ah, that was a bit too late. That was a bit too late. Nah. I have the wrong evasion timer. The thing is, I want to evade in the moment when the attack actually happens, but again, the game doesn't allow for that. Ah, come on. That's definitely not a must. Ah, Finally, we got ourselves another point for the rapier. Which one though? Which one? Something more speedily, but the thing is, yeah, this one can't be learned because of that. All of them depend on a previous point though. Yeah, that was a bit of a wasteful point there. Critical strikes reduce all cooldown by 5, but deal more damage when your stamina is below 30%. Gain stamina on hits. What about this one? Gain stamina immediately on use. Deal more damage when your health is full. But I'm not always at full health, so this is a bit of an iffy perk. It's like for the perfect kind of players. If the riposte is triggered successfully, all of your attacks become uninterruptible. But it's not. When landing a riposte stun. Okay, 20% is kind of cool, but it is actually this thing here that I'm interested in the most. I should have learned that from the get-go though, because now I would have gotten that. Come on, do the attack. Oh, come on. It's not the execution move yet. And sometimes I just want to evade, but the ability isn't ready yet, so that's kind of like a wasted effort. Yeah, wait a minute. Where's the thing? I should be looking at it, but I think the mission itself is not marked there. No, 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 no. Ooh. Oh. Hey, got another one. So, yeah, that one is red, is it? Yes. Damn it, that was a bit light. Yeah. Ooh. All right. So now, the thing is like, okay, I'm looking right at it. So I have to pick up something. Search the chest for cynical set. Oh, what is it? It's in the house. Okay, clear Ben. Covenant dispatch down there. So is any one of these missions? No. The thing is, the missions that are pinned on the side are not the ones closest to you, which is really weird. It should automatically like switch between them, or at least for every like random-ish kind of mission. Or with every mission that is somewhat repeatable in nature. So like story missions are the things that have to be pinned manually or something like that. And any other mission just switches around as the enemies switch around you or Covenant dispatch. There it is. Oh, so close. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I always forget the fact that you can evade forwards. And this is actually the better version of the evade. Always, always, always evade forwards. So, I already went ahead of... Okay, so there might be one over here. There's definitely nothing down there. So I'm looking for, like, satchels and the like. Ah, bollocks. Nah. The thing is, I hammer the button. The thing, yeah, one thing you can do is just evade attack, evade attack, evade attack. This is the safest thing that you can do, really. Ugh. Mostly. Oh, Ace of 10-1. Okay, so it is maybe random. I'm just a bit too aggressive here. Let's get one of those rations in. And, ooh, one of those blight roots. Is it harvestable? 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 Collectible. Harvestable sounds strange. Phew. There aren't that many chests around. Ah, maybe in this ruin. Yeah, that's a good option. Damn it, that was a bit too... not the right time. Like, I clicked the evade button, and half a second later, the evasion actually happened. Hey, and another one. So, now let's search in this little room. They should definitely change the death scream of these enemies a bit. Because every time I kind of feel as if they're still alive. And this is so weird. And forwards, backwards, and fling, fling, and they got it. So, anything in here? Of course, for some reason. Not... Ah, there we go. That's number 4. I need 5 of them, don't I? So either I need one of them to respawn, someone else picked that for me. Ah, come on. Oh. I'm a bit too aggressive when it comes to the... Oh, you gotta kill me. What is this? That was so weird. Deflect, 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 deflect. Deflect everything. That was... Nah, no, no, no. Like, sometimes they just do normal attacks. But I can't deflect anything or evade anything if they just move around, right? Because I can't really discern their movement, normal movement forwards, from an attack. That is so weird. Like, if they glow, I can understand that, right? If they maybe go in like large, flashy moves, then I can understand that too. What I cannot understand is a very, very quick, very, very low visible kind of attack there. It's so weird. But it's I still don't have the right timing for this game. Still don't. I try to evade, but I can't. Because yeah, because the game just it doesn't do the action when I hit the button. It has its own timing. And because of the fact that it has its own timing, you have to get the game's timing. And that is weird. So it discourages button mashing a lot. Oh, see that? Oh, no, no. And then they just attack multiple times in a row. That is so iffy. Oh, maybe a strong attack is actually something to break the advance a little bit. That could work. Whatever. Let's just get up there and try to harvest that, if it is possible. I think not so much, though. Come on. Get there. Can you make... Oh, really? In order to see the location of the new camp, you have to unbind from the previous one. It's not that the unbinding happens once you place it. It's that you have to unbind before actually placing anything. That's kind of weird. I think they have to move it around a little bit. So that you can at least see if you can place a camp there at all, right? And then once you know you can place it, then it automatically unbinds from the previous one and places in the newer one. Maybe it changes the color, or it just tells you that, oh, if you place another one, you unbind from the previous. That would be, yeah, that would be it, because accidentally placing a camp is something that you don't do, even if you have to not hold down the button. Anyway. Yeah, it's again one of those very, very long-ish episodes. At least I managed to finish that one. It's pretty neat. I could try to go for the inn now, can I? Does the inn work? Yes, recall to the inn is working again. So we're going to do this now. And... oh, yes, 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 yes. And backwards. Forwards, roll. And roll. Evasion. Woo! Oy. Okay. Do not hammer the button all the time. This is something that I do so often. I click on attack, I click on attack, I click on attack. I'm still clicking, by the way, right? Because the thing is, I click on attack, nothing happens. Like, if I click once or twice or something like that, But yeah. I usually click, the character does a movement, and the attack happens a little bit later. So it's a... And hit. And... woo! Ooh, let's see. Still no execution. You gotta be kidding me. Like, sometimes I can do this without getting hit, when I'm really good. But yeah, the idea is to not stand next to the enemy for too long. The other way would be to deflect their attacks with the block. That would be a good idea. Actually, I can try that now. You see that? I tried to attack. I was kind of bound by their attack. Nope. Okay, there is a... There is a... Like a... Ooh, okay. That's interesting. If you haven't done the attack yet, you can go into block immediately. If you are in the attack animation, you can go into the block a little bit later, but it's still quick. See that? No, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, no, if you... There we go. So if you click it at the same time... Okay, no, so the heavy attack... There we go. Nope. Yeah, it's like click, click. See that? Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. The first click meaning that I did the attack, and the second one goes for the block. Click, click. So this is the time where you still have the opportunity to go into block mode. Click, click. Click, click. See that? If it's click, click, it's too late. If it's click, click, you can go into block mode. Click, click, it's too late. Click, click. No, wait a minute. Click, click. There we go. Block mode. Click, block mode. Click, 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 click. No, it's a little bit too late. Click, click, works. Okay, so this is the interval. But if you go for click, click, then nothing happens. So, even for this, you have to have a certain, like, ooh, come on. A certain timer. Ay. Oh, come on. Like, the enemy is just wiggling about, not doing anything. Then I think they are going to attack, but nothing happens. Oh, wait a minute. Is this some iron rock? I think so. Yes. Let's harvest that at least. Harvest. Collect. Gather. Harvest is for plants. Try to learn the difference. Alright. Come on. And once more and we're good. So, finally. Let's go back to the ear. Oh, why are the wolves over here? They're so close by. Yes. At least the fast travel can be triggered from anywhere on the map. The dedicated travel for the fast travel shrines, or was it quick travel, fast travel? Fast travel shrines, yeah. Can only be triggered from encampments or from other fast travel shrines. So, no. Kim Jihoon definitely is where we are going to finish all of that. But can I finish some of these missions? Syndicate ones, definitely. Cook and deliver flavored fish. And a bit more fish fillet. So if I finish 30 fish or firm fish, then I'm good. Common health potions, yes. I can finish that too. Just get rid of all of the health potions that I've made so far. Great. And then I have to... No, I don't have that many... I don't have that much fish around. Not good. Okay, what about the whole cooking thing? Also, wait a minute. The auto pinning. But do I have to trigger the auto pin sometimes? Like this one right now is... No, this is 2 missions? Faction missions, there we go. Complete first life faction? Yeah, it does not tell me that. So if I deactivate it and trigger this again, it would... No, it doesn't do that. It does not show the right stuff all the time. Yeah, this is pinned right now. If I go on, yeah, and yes, and that's weird. No, auto pin is no, but it's still, yeah, because it's still pinned. I have to unpin them manually. I have to click on wait a minute. You can also do this if you go into that mode over here, and you can unpin them through this little marker as well. The thing is, this is look at it on the map. This is get into the quest log info, so you can do specific options as well, and then you can try to unpin them manually. So you can unpin this one, this one, this one, and this one. So you don't have to look through them, look for them in the in the system. So this one is on yes. This one is on yes. This one is also on yes. Okay, so if you unpin some of those, nope, then they're not getting repinned for some reason. This is that is so weird. Okay, wait a minute. 3, 2, 1. Wait a minute. And back to the factions thing. Yes. Strange. It does not auto-pin missions that are about to be finished. Okay, maybe you have to switch areas a little bit. Maybe this is how it works. Let's see. I have to get a little bit further away from first light settlement. And then I can try this again. Wait a minute. Until the name disappears. And it shouldn't take much longer, actually. Come on. How long does it take until the snap? There we go. Disappears. Now it also tells me something about the bloody recall. There we go. So, let's see. Property tax extreme 2%. Uh-huh. They do not want people to live here, is it? %. Doesn't really sound like much to me, to be honest. So, flavored fish needs some butter and some lemon. Where do I get butter and where do I get lemon? From milk. How much is needed? 5. And let's make 5 of those. And the other one is lemon. 0 out of 5. A source citrus fruit, ingredient types, derived from provision containers. Aha. So lemons cannot be obtained from the game's economy. They have to be obtained from provision containers. Meaning I have to find them in the wild somewhere. And I can't use the trading post in order to make that work. That's a bit weird. Does this... Oh. This is interesting. You can turn grid. What is this color even? And it's... Look at that. How would you know what kind of color this is if this... It needs another filter or another sorting mechanism. Sort by color or something like that. Sort by tier, I think it was before, wasn't it? No. That's tier 1, tier whatever. Sort by level? Huh. Interesting. So some is sorted by level, some is sorted by tier, but it always shows down here what it is. Sort by name? No, sort by name doesn't count that. Sort by gear score? No. There's gear score for cooking, of course. Oh, XP. Oh! No, that is good. That is absolutely amazing. So you can choose something to increase your cooking skill by a lot. That's cool. That's really, really neat. Okay, seasoning bullet. Nah, it's a bit too high level. Oh, I can use that. Some nutmeg and some honey. Yes, that's a good one. Let's make ourselves some sausages. But they are, again, some in-betweeny ingredient for another dish, is it? I mean... Okay, let's just make a sausage. I said that it was some kind of in-betweeny thing. I think you needed to make... Well, roasted carrots. No, something in here. Like maybe venison jerk? No. Game meat? Yeah, no. I'm looking for some sausage-y kind of stuff. Combine ingredients. Yeah, but what are you using these sausages for? They're actually very easy to make though. So this is your go-to thing if you want to increase that. The other way would be to just make some light rations all the time. But if you think... Wait a minute. This one uses up 1 game meat. This one uses up also 1 game meat. But it does not require any other thing, which is good. Yeah, it uses 2 other units. In this case, 2 other honey. So it wastes 3 units in order to get 9 points. And this one, on the other hand, only wastes 1 unit and gets you 3 points, so a third of it. So this is the same-ish. You're just not using up the honey all the time. So wait a minute. This is energized. Energized travel stuff is better. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that is better. Travel ration. That's neat. Sadly, it always resets. So recover 60%. Okay, so 5 more minutes and more regeneration per seconds for 20 seconds. Okay, so the initial regeneration phase of the 20 seconds is better. And the percentage regeneration phase that is longer is now even longer. So that's a pretty interesting one. Only caveat is that it uses up honey, but no, we don't really care that much about it. So let's make 30 of these. Alright, perfect. Too bad I still need some other ingredients in order to make that work though. Oh, what about some linen? Yes, why not? I've got myself a decent amount of it, so let's make 60. Always keep a few unfinished fibers in there, just to have the option to turn them into other items, because sometimes they're needed. Okay, coarse leather shirt. Okay, let's just go for one that doesn't use as much ingredients. Okay, and this is the same as this. But 2 of these are better than 1 of those. Heh. Ah, bollocks, it uses up more metal. Okay. So, this one uses up less metal. But uses up a little bit more than twice as much linen. This is like 10. This is 22, so it's 2 more linen than it would otherwise do. The coarse leather is twice as much, which is okay. But this one here saves itself by only using up 1 iron ingot, which is pretty interesting. Then you have this leather stuff, and this is the same, but it's switched around. So the secondary ingredient is cloth, and the other one is the leather. But how much leather do I? 100 and something. Alright, very, very interesting. What about the hat pants? Yeah, this is the same. Okay. Huh, this is actually 50% of it. But if I would go with 2 of them, I would get more experience. Like 2 hats give you more experience. That's interesting. What about the shoes? Shoes only give you 108. But 2 of those are exactly what this is. So it's 5 and 3? Or 4 and 4? Okay, 5 and 3 turn into 10 and 6. Or like 11 and 6. But then again, you're using up iron ingots for these. So if you go for the smaller items, you're wasting more iron. And if you go for the higher ones, you're saving yourself iron. So if you want to level this skill up, what you want to do is get the higher tier ones and don't waste as much iron if you don't obtain that much iron, that is. So what I'm going to do now is what kind of dress stuff do I actually have here, by the way? I mean, I have a fancy one, don't I? Yeah, this one here. It's a medium chest wear. Ooh, okay. It's a medium chest wear. Dexterity and strength. So, I need like light normal armor that I balance out with a medium chest wear stuff. Fascinating. So it's a mix of armor that I have. Anyway, let's try to make a good shirt. Yeah. We don't have any options here. Oh, we can make better stuff in there, but no, I don't want to waste that. And I also don't want to waste iron ingots though. Let's make 3 of them. I just salvage whatever we have. Ooh. Okay. So, what do we got here? Can you actually make more weapons the same way, or is it only these items that work this way? Oh wait, this is salvageable. Then 200 and 280. Constitution and energized evade shot. Gains so much stamina after hitting a target with it. Nope. But this is definitely something to sell with. Intelligence and focus. Again, wait a minute. Intelligence is rapier, right? And focus is the life stuff. So I'm actually good with it. Empowering whirling blades. Base damage is increased by 20% while performing whirling blade attack. Whirling blade is, I think, a skill of the it says, like, the symbol of it is daggers. There is no dagger build in this game, but it's sword and shield, I think. How would you do that? And now I'm just using void metal. That would be a bit of a waste. So yeah, I should have maybe made one of those though. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whirling Blades. I want to know where Whirling Blades is. Or it might be this. Whirling... Maybe this one? Yeah, Whirling Blade. Deals so much damage around you and so on. And... Wait a minute. There we go. Like there's this back button that you can press. But I always press escape in order to get out of the whole menu. This is Flurry, this is Flourish, this is Ton... Yeah. It started as 11 seconds, I think. And now it's 6. I think they changed it in between somehow. In order to be one of those, like, easier to cast abilities. So that it can be used more often. Like 16 seconds is like very rare for a thing like that. But now with 6 seconds... It's deadly. But I just like the evade tag. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just quickly look at the evade thing just once more. Because there was something about its attack speed changing or something. Perform a small reliable sidestep. Reliable. In your current movement direction that cancels any current activity and provides momentary invulnerability. Ooh. I definitely forgot about that. Because I only use this as a... well... in the moment evasion thing, but not as a iframe ability. But iframes are good, so I can use this when I need it. So I should definitely save it for certain situations. Light attacks made during evade, so for this interval period, are performed exceptionally fast. The thing is, I don't know for how long this ability is present. Like I can do this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Do you have to press the buttons at the same amount of time? I think... Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, it goes like evade fling. Like that. But maybe because of the way I use this ability with the scroll wheel down... I can't really use both these buttons at the same time, so... Yep, okay. What you have to do is you definitely should not use the scroll wheel downwards with it. Maybe I should switch it so that the evasion is the mouse button thing. Yeah, that would make maybe a bit more sense. So, I need to switch the skill around. Can I? So, this one will be that, and this one will be that. Interesting. So, you cannot switch the skills. You can only select one, and then it gets rid of its previous position, and then it's empty. But it should be at least a switcheroo with it. That would be neat. So if there's a new or a different skill that is selected, then it changes the skill, sure. But if it's a skill that is already present in the setting, then it should switch with that skill. That would be another nice thing that would make things better. Anyway, because now I can use the flurry forward, because I think it always goes forward. Does it always go forward? I have to look what it does. Because maybe if I go backwards, right, like that. Yeah. It's always dependent on the camera. It goes like forwards or backwards like that. Depending on the angle. So I'm going backwards and I use the flow now. It always goes forward, right? So that's in line with the mouse wheel. And if I go like this, I stand. That makes sense. It's actually very, very, very good. And now I can use the evade to the side or in any direction. And I'm not bound by the scroll wheel. And at the same time, I can use the finger for the light attack, heavy attack, or standard attack kind of thing. It says attacks. Let's just look at something here. Nah, okay. So you cannot block exceptionally fast. It's all about light attacks and stuff like that. Wait, did that happen? I don't think the attack actually happened there. Yeah, you have to click and hit the light attack shortly after triggering the evade. So it's like click, boo. So this is how the exceptionally fast thing happens. Wait a minute. Is it only about light attacks, or is it also about light attacks made during the... Okay, so it's not about stronger attacks though. That's the iffy bit. Good. Now, how do I... Regeneration. Yes. Restores 40 health and so many % of your maximum health and mana over 10 seconds. But is this better than this? It's 10 times better. And it's 7... nope. It's the same thing. And it also uses more regions. Makes no sense. Like you can either restore the same amount instantly, right? Or part of it. Okay, the difference is with the mana. This is where this stuff comes in. So the regeneration potion gives... Ugh. The regeneration potion gives you mana. Increases mana regeneration by a small amount for 60 seconds. And this is just 50 mana. Bam. This one is a health over time component. Then you have this as a mixed potion. Interesting. Makes sense with this one now. But the thing is... okay, it's a mixed potion. That's what its benefits are. It's just a mixed potion. So, let's make like 5 of them. Okay. Do I want another life stuff though? I mean, I could. It's a bloody void map. Oh, I don't have... that's why. I don't have iron ore available to me. Not yet, at least. I need to smelt some things in right now. There we go. Get some more iron ingots. All of them. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So what level is it? 42. Void Band Ingot is a special one. This metal has been warped in an unnatural way. It's a legendary resource. Okay, so sand flux is also possible, but what does it need? A common material converter? A one-time use machine in the faction shop. You're kidding me. Advanced material converter. It's material converter this, material converter that. What about steel ingots? They need some flux. I can't make that yet. Yes. Smeltering skill level 50 is required and the smelter tier 3. Wait a minute. Is also tier 3. So the smelter has to be at a certain level in order for all of the crafting to work properly. If this one degrades more, then we are screwed. Or at least First Light is screwed. Let's not say we, but I am at the moment in First Light, so... So I don't need to pin some recipes in here. I also made a decent amount of those rapiers right now. It would be nice to you to have better versions of those though. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely craft more than one. Let's craft 3 of those. Yeah, why not? Can you like... You can definitely click through them a bit faster. So, focus and dexterity. Ooh, yes. Intelligence and strength. But the thing with the rapier is that it works best with a intelligence-based weapon. Another intelligence-based weapon, let's say. So either the ice gauntlet or the fire stuff. Iffy. Okay, so strength and intelligence is definitely something that we don't need, because it doesn't scale that well with it. This one would be good, because then the life stuff would also scale with it. That's pretty sweet. Focus and dexterity though. Focus for the life stuff, same as this one. And dexterity for the better scaling. Actually, that would be okay. That would actually be okay. So let's salvage that and see what our current thingy has to offer. 9 dexterity. So, oh, a third of its damage. That's not good. But the thing is it the damage number itself, or is it the change that happens because of the change in dexterity, right? I don't really know how this number comes into being. Is it the stat change, or is it the damage number itself that changes? This is the thing, because there's definitely a difference of 6 dexterity points, but I don't know if this means, how much is this? Wait a minute. 7 points of damage. Like, does the difference of so and so many dexterity points translate into that much difference damage? I could figure this out by simply getting rid of another dexterity one right here. Let's unequip that and look at the number again. Ah, look at that. Now it's 145. Yes. So the damage value at the top, the one that says 138, depends on the stats that you have. The damage of the weapon itself, the thrust damage. Well, is it always doing thrust damage? Yeah, I think so. Not because of the holding down kind of thrust damage, but what about that one? Nature damage. Yeah. So you have a normal damage value, and then the normal damage value is converted with all of the stats into the actual damage value at the top. So this one says 71 damage, for example, and it takes all of your focus points, and then it calculates something in the back, and then it spits out 111 damage. And this one right now, it says 145. If I would equip this one again, where is it? There we go. Now it says 153, because the item scales with dexterity, and then this one ends up. So, because of the differences in scaling, right, with this weapon, I would lose a little bit of damage, but I would lose it because of the change of 6 dexterity that happened. So 6 dexterity turned out to be 7 points of damage. Ish. So it's a one-to-one conversion, kind of. So what about intelligence, though? Do I have an intelligence thingy somewhere? I have dexterity, constitution. I don't seem to have any intelligence there. Focus. Luck. Constitution again. And this is just luck and ace of gathering. So none of those have intelligence on them, except for maybe the fire stuff. Yeah, let's go for the fire stuff and see how the damage changes on the rapier. It increases. Ha! What did I say? You need a another kind of weapon that also increases that in order to benefit from it. So you can give both those weapons a decent amount of benefit. Okay. So, but what is the difference now? This one says 12 intelligence. Okay, so this one is 163. 153. So 12 points of damage turn out to be 12 points of intelligence turn out to be 10 points of rapier damage. This is the secondary stat for it, but being primary or secondary doesn't seem to make that much much of a difference, at least for the rapier. So either you have dexterity or you have intelligence. The overall damage is kind of the same. You just lose like 1 or 2 damage points. Maybe if you have very high level gear with an awful lot of stats, then you can see a difference of like 10%. Yeah, maybe there's a difference of 10% depending on the primary or secondary stat. It may be different for different kinds of weapons, but it definitely changes according to this thing here. And something is weird. Somehow, this weapon right now does... wait a minute. This is really weird. Why does this one have more damage? Oh! Weird. I think you... Yeah, you... I think I tested this before. You cannot equip 2 rapiers at the same time, can you? I'm going to salvage this thing anyway, so let's just try that. And you switch it around. Haha. So there's actually... No. It's not working. You cannot equip this thing. So the value that's shown to you now is actually calculated if you would gain 3 dexterity points. Because this would be an additional weapon. Like, so you have 2 rapiers. You can switch from 1 rapier to another, but you cannot have 2 rapiers equipped. Dual wielding would be so cool. Anyhow, the increase again translates 100%. 3 dexterity points into 3 damage points in this case, and this is why right now it says more damage. But you would actually end up with less if you do this. So always have 2 weapons, 2 different weapons equipped, so that the comparison is not calculated to an empty slot. This one. There we go. And now it says a reduction of damage. Just because I equipped the life staff. That's so weird. So weird. So yeah, there's definitely something happening in the background that needs to be fiddled with. Very nice. So, what about this one? This is light headwear. That's good. Constitution and dexterity overall. Okay, no change in damage. Definitely a change in defense. Sadly, we lose out a little bit of focus, but most of our damage comes from the rapier anyway at the moment. It's a bit sad because I want to go for the life staff, but okay. At least for now, this is the thing to go for. Sadly. But I found this one, didn't I? Yeah, wait a minute. I found this. Intelligence and focus. Yeah. Focus and dexterity. Okay. So 4 and 2 and 4 and 3. Empowering whirlwind. Yeah, that's the one. Now I'm going to salvage the thing. Salvage this again. What about this? This is better. It weighs more, a little bit too much, to be honest. Does this weigh? Yes. If we get rid of this and only have 1 weapon, what will happen? Nothing. Okay. It's only these items here, including the shield. And if you don't use the shield, then don't wear this. Just something to keep in mind. I also don't know about the stat bonuses you can get from a shield, though. I have to check that. So, let's say you don't use a shield. Do you get the stat bonuses? Right? Something to think about. Anyway, let's go for this headwear, even if it may not look as nice. But now we are captain-ish. So, where was I? Over here. I was actually at the character. No, I was at the inventory value over here. I like the linen hat. I should try to make a few more of those just in case, but I'm going to salvage this one right now. Strength. I don't use strength that much, and these pants are a bit too heavy, so let's throw them out. What about that one? Focus on intelligence, good, but this one is definitely something for the shed, because I have no idea what to do with them at the moment. They can become very handy at one point. Focus and dexterity. Nah. Nah. Let's salvage that thing. Throw that out. Strength and constitution. I mean, the spare is kind of cool and everything, but could try that though. Nah, throw that out. So, intelligence and fire stuff. Yeah, we keep both of those for some like AoE ranged situations. Well, we might be in need of these. Okay, open these, finish all of them. Great. That took forever to talk through all of these. Sorry about that. Okay, let's throw all of these in there. The shed is going to increase in size so much. Okay, what about this one? Constitution, intelligence. It is better, but only because of the medium stuff. If you would just go for heavy builds and just forget about the whole movement situation with the evades, then your overall outcome might not be that much difference, right? Because in the end, you just do a little bit of a sidestep to the left or to the right. As long as it's no AoE that you have to counter, everything will be okay. Anyhow, let's throw all of these sausages in there. Actually, this is for quests, so we can throw that out too. And food, yeah, that's definitely too much. So I am going to split that in at least half. And throw those two rations, and now we should be good. 30, that's good. 30 is decent. All of... that's why it doesn't weigh that much. All of the items on your character don't count towards the inventory. Always has to be complicated, doesn't it? So let's cut down some stone blocks or cut down some jewels. What ends up happening here? Opportunist 1. Damage against targets with less than 30% health. Okay, it's a finisher. Thrust damage absorption. Absorption. So it's either this or that, but is it random or how does it work? Apply this gem to any item. To get one of the following effects. Opportunist. But so is it? How does that work? Opportunist 1 or Thrust Wall 1? But can you select it? No. Very neat. So what about the topaz? Apply this gem to any item with a gem socket to get one of the following effects. Either this or that. So can you choose? Or is it an outcome of the crafting system? So it's random. That's weird. Or is it dependent on the slot of the object? So, yeah, this one says lightning damage absorption. And this one says thrust damage absorption. So it might be dependent on the type of item that you put it on. So it's either weapons, or it is the armor. So the armor gives you the calming thing. You generate 4% less threat. Or maybe even the shield. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the shield would make some sense. And the taunting is you generate 100% more threat. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. Then there's this Malachite, which is damage against targets with an active crowd control stuff on them. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, what does the topaz do? 20% of damage is converted to lightning. Do we also miss this damage? So it's just a shifting around of it. Anyway, damage scales of base weapon stat. Or, intelligence, whichever is higher. Oh, nice. Very... Okay, wait, how does that work? We can make lightning damage now. Ah, this is amazing. This game is like Dark Souls. It's an MMO Dark Souls with crafting. So, wait a minute. So this one turns 20% of damage into lightning. And this lightning damage, maybe not all of it, like the 100%, only the 20% that got converted, I think. Because it says damage. It does not say this damage. It just says that damage. Scales of base weapon stat or int, whichever is higher. I think they mean the 20% of changed damage. That might be it. Whatever. Damage scales of base weapon stat or intelligence, whichever is higher. So in this case, the base weapon stat is dependent on the weapon. So if we go for the okay, base weapon stat, that might be the primary stat. Or how would we do that? Huh. The thing is, this one goes for intelligence. I want to go for focus, because focus also improves the life stuff. So I want to figure out a recipe in here for a gem that scales with there we go, focus. It's nature damage, so we need the flawed amber. Where do we get that one? Stone cutting tier 4, ingredient for amber gemstone. But where does it come from? A gem with an attunement to the arboreal 1 weapon trait and nature. Wood 1 armor trait can also be used in dual crafting. Huh. So this one is also good against nature damage, but so 20% of damage is converted to nature. The damage scales, probably the 20% as the one before, of the focus stat. It doesn't really say focus, it just says foc. It's the foc stat, whichever is higher. So I can... How many gems can you put on a weapon? And also, do they add up? So if you have 2 of those, then it's 40%. And if it's 3 of them, or how, it doesn't really matter how many of those. Let's see. Anyway, it's a focus thing. Let's pin this because it's cool. Oh no, wait a minute. Does it pin this on the side, or does it just pin this in the crafting system? It's gone now, is it? No, it's still pinned. Weird. Mission item. Abandoned pin. Good. So we need earthmite for this and the flawed amber, which I have no idea of obtaining. I mean, even the other stuff that I found, I only have like 1 opal for obtain, but it's just potential bonuses stone cutting. Huh. Or maybe you get it from cutting up open some stone. Maybe this is how you do this. Maybe this is how you do it. Whatever. There's amber, there's aquamarine. So, 20% of damage is converted to ice damage. Damage scales of a base weapon stat or intelligence, whichever is higher. Wait a minute, was this also a base weapon stat? Yes. So in this case, you have an option of... And this is the crowd control stuff. It's a very iffy thing. Damage against targets with an active crowd control status effect. That's also something that might be useful with a focus weapon. Whatever. The amber is the nature damage. The emerald is the electricity. No, 8% damage against targets with less than 30% health. Topaz, there we go. The yellow one is electricity. Weapon stat or intelligence, whatever is higher. Then the aquamarine is the cold damage or ice damage, whichever is higher. Also scales with intelligence. Then we have 6% damage after receiving 3 hit. Wait, what? 3 hits! Then there's also strike damage absorption. This is weird. Plus 6% damage after receiving 3 hits. This basically means get hit and deal damage. So it's the brute force in your face kind of build. Everybody who does not like evasion goes for the flawed Jasper. Whatever. Then there's another one with the arcane damage. What kind of thing is that? Arcane damage. Huh. What damage type is this? And how do you defend against that? Like, there are different kinds of damage types in the game all the time. But for some reason, other players only have 2 options of defense. They either have physical defense or they have magical defense. But the magical defense is an overall magical stuff. So it doesn't matter what kind of elemental damage you do. Like this is it's weird. The only thing that you can do though is you can be more resistant towards a specific element. In this case, of the arcane variety, if you put these gems on your armor. Huh. Interesting. But then your normal armor values, let's just quickly look at that again. Yeah, this one says elemental and physical. But elemental, or like magical, in quotations, are kind of the same. Don't resist, yeah. It's just a random as elemental resistance. But you can get additional resistances, like maybe if you fight against a certain enemy, if you know what they build, but actually doesn't matter. Because you should not build to fight. Well, if you go for duels, then maybe yes. Or maybe if you go into certain dungeons or whatever, then it would make sense to be more resistant against a certain element. That happens a lot in this dungeon. So, yeah, there was the Sapphire. The Sapphire was the intelligence and arcane damage thing. It doesn't really matter what it does. And then we have void damage. Again, very specific. But this one also scales with intelligence. So most of the elemental damages are intelligence based, except for nature, which is focus. Do we have anything else that scales with focus? No. Again, this one is intelligence and, well, not again. This is fire. Also with that thing. Then we have 12% damage when player is below 30% health. That's weird. So you either have, what one was it? Was it Carnelian? No. Was it? I think Emerald. Yeah. 8% damage against targets with less than 30% health. So the enemy has to be below a certain threshold. And this one here is yourself have to be below a certain threshold. And if you have to choose this one. Because, well, actually, it might be a bit iffy because you lost an awful lot of health and you can be one hit, I think. But this one gives you more damage bonus. Oh, that's amazing. It's 12 compared to 8%. So, plus 6% damage while your stamina is not full. Which is basically all the time. And then it gives you a bonus 1% elemental damage absorption. So it's everything. Pretty neat. So this is 6% damage while... plus 6% damage while your stamina is not full. Okay, so when it comes to these elemental options, you can use like a main stat, let's say intelligence, in order to boost a weapon that is not intelligence based. That would be neat. For me, it is of course focus, because then I can boost the focus staff. Or maybe I can I turn dexterity into focus? That would be neat. But all of these are just like either intelligence or focus based gems. Maybe there are others too. And then we have like 6%. Yeah, when your stamina is not full, which is, as I said, almost all the time. So that's a good one. Plus 6% damage and outgoing healing while at full health. Okay, so you can be at full health and less stamina and get yourself 12% increased damage, if you think about it. And then there's like 0.75% physical and so much elemental damage absorption. Wow. It's probably bonus so and so many. It just says 0.75% physical. If you would read it in this manner, you would think that all of your damage absorption goes down to the value of 0.75, which means you lose everything. Okay, and that's the Onyx, which is 15% damage against targets with full health. So this is more the initiating thing. You can use this on one weapon, use it to initiate the fight, switch to another weapon that has like damage towards an enemy that has less than 30% health or something, and then you can basically finish it with it. That's a nice thing. So what else we got? Energy core, nope. Corrupted core, nope. Shard, nope. Fragment, nope. Lazarus cores, nope. They're all for specific kind of purposes, but I am actually, what is this? What does this one mean? Does it mean that you have to wait for it? Or what? That's weird. Whatever. Obsidian sandpaper? Yeah, sure. Why not? Cut carnelian. So this is basically all of the gemstones from before, just with a... what was the thing that I wanted to go for? Was it purpley thing? No, that's void. Green is not nature. What's the one with the nature damage? It's not green. It is, it's also not yellow. This is lightning. Was it amber? Yes, it was amber. Okay, amber because it comes from a tree. Ugh. Obviously. Okay, it's the only gemstone that comes from a living being. It's 30%, so it goes up by 10% each time you increase that. Except for the thread level. The carnelian one increases by another 100%, which is pretty interesting. But all of the other stuff is just a bonus of 10%. But this one changes from 6 to 9, so it's a relative increase of 50%. Pretty interesting. And this is 12 against the target. The other one was it 6 or 8? Where's the other emerald? 8, okay. And then it's, yeah, it's another 50% relative increase in damage. From 8% to 12%. So then there's that. There's topaz again. There's a normal amber to everything. Wait, what? Huh. Okay, that's weird. How do you make a cut amber? Okay. What's the other amber thingy that I found in here? Amber, amber, amber. There we go. Cut flawed amber. Huh. Okay. In this case, the cut version is the one with the effect. So this one needs flawed amber. And you can cut a flawed amber piece and get this one out. And then you have a upgrade version in order to make normal amber. And then you turn flawed amber into normal amber. And then you can use this normal amber again to make cut amber. But in all cases you need earth wisps as an ingredient. Where do we get this? Refined at Arcane Repository. And you need it for tier 3 Earth Arcana, Earth regions. Okay, so this is where you get that from. So this is this amber. Then there's Onyx Eternal Heart. This is just some in-betweeny thing. Lodestone brick. Cutstone mainly used to upgrade parts of a settlement or fortress. So again, in-betweeny stuff. Then there's a runestone thingy. There's topaz again. Ah, brilliant. So you have the flawed, the normal, and the brilliant version. And this is tier 4. Where's the bloody amber again? There we go. 40%. So another increase of 10%. Nice. So then there is the brilliant amber down here, and it needs 4 normal amber. So you have to fuse it together or collect it normally. Interesting. Derived from ore veins. What? That makes no sense. It's amber. There's even an insect in it. Oh, come on. I mean, I can understand that opal comes from an ore vein, but I cannot understand amber coming from an ore vein. I mean, that should be an ingredient coming from trees. One of the only gemstones that you get from trees. Maybe the only gemstone that you can get from trees. Alright, carnelian, or everything is derived from ore veins. Well, it makes sense overall because gemstones are gemstones, but it's an amber one. You just could have picked like another, like, kind of, well, we have sapphires, onyxes. There are an awful lot of different gemstone names out there, but amber is definitely the one you should not choose. Whatever, nitpicky stuff. There's a pristine one. Okay, tier 5, maybe the highest. So this is a 50% for the amber. Where is it? Where are you, amber? Come on. Why can't I find amber? There we go. It's the first one. It seems that they always have different sortings. Sometimes amber is in the middle, sometimes at the end, and this time it's at the beginning. And there's always a different kind of creature in there. What is this? Some kind of insect with wings. Interesting. The other time it was a beetle. This one here is a butterfly, half of that. Then this one has a... come on. Some kind of plant thingy, some leaves. And this one has nothing in it. It's just a blob. So, yeah, pristine is the highest version of it. So tier 3 is the highest. With 50%, wasn't it? No, this is the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, 50% conversion. Pretty interesting. Now I just have to figure out where you can place your gemstones. It might be one of those perks. Like either you get an additional effect or you get a gemstone slot. So, and you can get it from ore veins. My other guess was that you have to maybe cut open some of these stones. Maybe get it as a side thingy, but I... No. The values are still the same. So, cutting open stones... These are just hammering on. You have unlocked the stone brick! Oh, wait a minute. Downgrade stone brick to stone block. I have unlocked the stone brick. Where's the stone brick now? This is downgrades. I don't see stone bricks in here, or I have to go all the way down in order to get... Okay. Let's just look for stone. There's no stone brick in here. Oh, I think I know why it's not possible, but it should... Add filter. Can craft with my skills. Can craft at this tier. No. Can craft with my skill. Done. That's weird. Can craft with my skills. This one cannot be crafted. Oh, wait a minute. Sort by level. Yeah, this one can be crafted. Downgrade stone brick to stone block. Downgrade lodestone brick to stone brick. But it cannot make stone bricks. There is no brick in here. Ah, there we go. Unlearned. 50. Huh. Didn't I just unlock that? Oh, or maybe the unlock works in a way that it unlocks it here. Now I know I can make it in a kind of way, right? Before it was just empty and I didn't even know any recipes, and now all of the recipes are getting flushed in. Interesting. So yeah, the episode is getting awfully long just from me like doing this stuff. So Peter goes in there. Actually, all of that goes in there. And yeah, we're going to keep the food and everything else and whatnot. For some reason, the auto pin function is a bit wacky. Because you can only auto pin stuff that... Yeah, that you start. And not something that is available in the close vicinity. That's just something weird. Okay, what about that? Let's just go for like 20 something. I have to go back to the shed if I do this, don't I? And the arcane thingy. I mean, I do want to have a better life stuff, don't I? But the thing is, if I want to get a better life stuff, Sparklight? Is this a life? No, this is water boost, adept, cryo, where's the life stuff? Steel fire stuff, that's the one. I need lumber, a little bit of void metal, tier 3 timber. What? Okay. This is tier... Wait, where's tier 2? This is a tier... Did I miss something? This is a tier 2 special sparklight. Petrified wood. Okay, there's something that you can't really get everywhere, but still. What I'm looking for is a special tier 2... Shaman's Initiate stuff. There we go. Fey Iron. Iron Veins, rare. Okay. What does it do? 12 focus, Angry Earthbane, damage to Angry Earth. Against elementals then. Very neat. But, steel fire. No, steel life stuff. There we go. I need tier 3 lumber. I need a good lumber support in order to make that work. But I need to increase the Arcana a little bit too. How am I going to do that? Oh, wait. Sorted by XP. There we go. That's 200. And this is like 240. So I can use 11 of these in order to make one of those. Is it feasible? Yes, no. Common Alka... Wait a minute. Common Alka has this one. Huh. Definitely need some hyssop in order to make that work. Okay. Harvest a few more plants. But this can be done almost all the time, I think. Almost all the time. Yeah. Let's just make a few of those live stuffs and see what happens. A few. Why didn't I go for the multi-craft version? Let's go for 5. Hey, good stuff. Can't I just skip that? I mean, I can click through that, right? I can click on cancel if I wanted to, but I can't just click on go to the bloody end. Damn it! Oh, I wanted to look at all of the items. Now I have to do this in the inventory. All right, so this one can be salvaged, salvaged, salvaged. Constitution. Mortal refreshment. When you kill someone, reduce all cooldowns by 5%. 5-second cooldown. Only works if you can kill them fast enough. The stats are decent. It scales with strength as well. Or it doesn't scale with... It gives you strength, but we don't care that much about strength, do we? Focus? Yes. But it's the same amount of focus as this one. Wait. That makes no sense. It has the same base damage, the 71 nature. It has the same focus. The only thing that it does not give you is the keen haste, which is a general haste bonus. So I don't know why this one gives you 1 additional damage point. Does it have something to do with the durability on the item? So the lower the durability, the less damage you do? That would be shite. Understandable, but shite. Alright, let's take this and get rid of that. And what about this one? Constitution and Dexterity, yes. It definitely reduces the damage, but we are not there. Yeah, we use it as some kind of support stick. Refreshing move. Light and heavy attacks reduce your active weapon cooldowns by 1.4%. That's awesome. I think I can use this on another weapon and benefit a lot from it. Keen speed on critical, gain 30% haste on critical. The question is, how often do I crit? Can I increase that? Because the crit value is only dependent on the weapon itself. So this one is 5% crit. Oh, I can make another. I can make a ring. Oh, yes. That could also be a reward for a certain quest there too. But, the thing I'm really missing here is a general crit stat or something like that. So you have like crit damage multiplier, whatever. Like all of this is just 5%, but can you get more? And if you can get more, does it show up on the weapon or does it just show up somewhere in the ether? That's the iffy bit. But anyway, the cooldown of the, the actual cooldown reduction might be pretty sweet, because then I can attack multiple times in a row, 3 times, then I have like 3% reduction, which does not translate into much. The thing is, it says light and heavy attacks reduce your active weapons cooldown by 1.4 seconds, 1.4%. But a heavy attack cannot be triggered quick enough, right? So what you do is you basically don't use heavy attacks. But at least it would improve the damage of the rapier. So 153, that would go up by 2 damage points, I think. So we end up with 155. Let's see if we understand the system correctly. Also, we may gain a bit more health. So 5 constitution turn into how many points of health? 30-ish. No, less than 30 actually. Whoa. Okay. It's roughly 30 times as much. So what was it? Over here. 5 constitution gives you 100 and roughly 130 points of health. A little bit less than that. 120 whatever. 105. That should be it. Yeah. 125. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And this one goes to 155. Perfect. So if I could make a life staff or any other kind of other weapon that has a ton of dexterity, then the rapier would benefit from it as well. That's perfect. I could also do it the other way around. I can make a rapier that for some reason has focus, and then the life staff would benefit a lot from it. But right now, what ends up happening is the life staff is only there as some kind of like utility thing. It doesn't deal as much damage. Sure. That's weird. Okay, so the nature damage is the base one. That one changes. And then, on top of the 71 nature damage, there is a value added that calculates from the additional 9 focus. Strange. Really, really strange. Wait a minute. Do the light attacks need to hit an enemy or not? Light attacks... Light and heavy attacks reduce... It just says that the attacks reduce it. It may mean that you have to hit the enemy, but it doesn't really say that. Because I can make an attack and not hit anything. So, let's just test this out. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, the last few I don't really see any changes in here. And down. And nah, I don't really see that much of a change. Maybe you have to hit a target with it in order to really be beneficial. So, the episode took forever, and we still have to finish it with Kim Jihoon. Let's do this.
I felt certain you would come through. With this magnetite, I can make the walls hold, even if there happened to be an explosion nearby.
Sure, let's complete this one. Finally. First light standing has improved.
That you gave a helping hand
Yeah. And there's also a follow-up mission for it. I could have finished it and just not do the whole make some items kind of thing, but sorry about that. Oh, great. But that's the thing, that you try to figure out the bloody system of the game in order to bend it to your will. So let's throw that in there. Nice. The fact that you can utilize both of the weapons, or like actually everything in here, in your gear, in order to maximize the stats is pretty sweet. What I could try to do is I could try to reduce the weight of the chestware from medium to light, and then I could try to get another shield in there that has bonuses to dexterity, and then with a bit of luck that would work. Oh, wait a minute, I can figure this out if that works or not by simply looking at the stats if they change if I equip a shield, because I have one, I think. No, I don't. Oh. Huh. I don't have a shield. Okay. I sold all of my shields. That's not good. I have a sword but no shield. Great. Great. Alright. Next time I find myself a shield, I can test that. But before we do anything, any next episode, any other whatnot, we're going to end this episode right now. At least now the head is not in the way if I do this. Like and subscribe. Ta-da.